Good evening and welcome to Prime of Midlife. Guess what? This is video number 101 that I have made. So the question is, what has changed? Bear with me. I brought notes. So I started this channel, I think my first video was about 8 months ago. And I think the first 15 videos are between 8 months and 2 months ago. And 2 months ago was when I started really putting stuff out there because I felt there wasn't a UK prepper channel as such, and certainly not really a Scottish female, so here I am. Now, 2 months ago, the most watched video that I put out was the 5 reasons I think we should be prepping in the UK. Now, I've just watched that video again, and the 5 reasons, this was back in May, okay? So the 5 reasons was the driver shortage, so paying more will make prices go up, energy prices, farmers' problems like feed prices and fertiliser, and inflation. And then the other one was the lack of government help. And not one of them has changed. Now, inflation was 7% in May when I made that video, and they said it was going to go up to 10% by the end of the year. Well, you know yourself, if you've been watching the media, they're now saying it's going to go up to 11% by the end of the year. I'm quite sure by the end of the year it's going to be quite considerably more than 11%. So I thought, you know, what has changed in the 100 videos? What's changed is it's getting scarier. Just because of what's happening, the reports coming out from the Bank of England, the reports coming out from the World Health Organisations, the food shortages, the situation in Ukraine. Nobody expected those fuel prices to go up the way they did. And fuel prices are still huge compared to what they were 100 videos ago in May. No one expected them to go up like that and to stay up. They're still up there. Although they've come down a little bit, they're still ridiculously high compared to what they were. Food prices are still so high compared to what they were. The infrastructure that we've seen when we had the heat wave, the UK infrastructure isn't quite as good as we thought it was. So that's not so good. You know, people down at Dover just now sitting there waiting for hours. There's so much going on, and none of it's making anything any easier for us. And I have to say that the thing that number 5 that I had on my list in May was that the government weren't helping. That was just before they were going to put the national insurance rate up, and they weren't going to increase the £20 or put back the £20 universal credit. And the question I asked, so what are they going to do? And they said, oh, well, we know it's going to be difficult, but, you know, we need to look at it. That was May. Obviously, no one's looking at it just now. But no one's been looking at it for quite a while because nothing's happened. Basically, you know, we are being left to get on with it. We are being left with no cushion. We just have to deal with the prices. And thankfully, I started prepping back then. I think my first video that's on this YouTube channel is the dehydrating cooked rice. And a lot of people asked, why on earth would you do that? And yes, I know it takes a lot of power on the dehydrator. It takes quite a while to dehydrate cooked rice. But cooking rice takes 20 minutes on the stove. Rehydrating rice takes 2 minutes. So whereas I can't guarantee that I'll have gas or on my little cooking stove, or whether I'll have whatever for 20 minutes to boil rice, I know that I will manage to boil water for 2 minutes. So that was why I did that one. And since then you've seen me do hauls, you've seen me do meal prep, you've seen me do an awful lot of talking because some things just need to be talked about. But yeah, I'm still here. That's 100 videos, and thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the comments. I love reading the comments. Thank you for all the likes, the subscribers, I mean, I just think this is a great community we've got going here now. And, you know, especially we have people from all over the world. People who have temperatures of like 50 degrees when I'm, you know, nearly having a heart attack at 25. When it got to 30, I was like, it just put me in a fridge. So, yeah, that's where we are now. Nothing's changed. I still think prepping is going to be hugely important. I think things are going to get so much more difficult. And behind me, you might be able to hear some bubbling. I'm not sure if you can see it in the screen. Let me just see if you can see it in the screen. Oh yeah, this. This is a Presto pressure canner. Now, I'm trying to water bath with it just now, but something seems to be going wrong with my cooker in that it just, when I put it on full, it just keeps switching itself off. It's obviously thermostatically controlled, and that still hasn't boiled yet. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I need to, you know, we'll ask the electrician and see what we can do about that, because that is no use if I cannot get water up to boiling point. This is ridiculous. So we'll see what happens with that. It could be that I need to think of something else. But yeah, I got a pressure canner because I think meat in the freezer is good, but it's only, you know, you're only able to keep it for so long. But obviously I'm not going to put any videos up about the pressure canner until I go and read about it, because how many times did I get that jam wrong by not putting it to a rolling boil? Now, raspberry jam. This was the one I did later. Look, it's solid. I'm so excited. Rolling boil, very important for jam making. So there you go, 100 videos in. Nothing's changed. We still need to prep. Inflation's still going up. Fuel prices are still the same. Energy prices are still going up. Do you know, it's 100 videos later. I think we'll just keep going, don't you? See you later.